So far in the previous session, we discussed about the influence of volcanic eruption to man and environment, and today we are going to continue and we are going to complete our part of forces which affect the Earth's surface, and a part of discussing about the effects of the horizontal and the lateral movement before we are going to start about weathering. So in today's session we are going to discuss about the earthquake. Earthquake kwa Kiswahili ni tetemeko la dunia, au tungesema ni tetemeko la ardhi. Kwa kuna tetemeko la ardhi ambalo pale ulipokaa unakuta panakuwa panatetemeka. That is because of earthquake. So earthquake refer to the sudden shaking or vibration of the earth's crust due to the sudden and rapid displacement of tectonic plates along lines of weakest fault. So kilichopo ni kwamba kwenye earthquake kuna shaking au kuna vibration of earth's crust. Shaking or vibration of earth's crust. Lakini why there is shaking or why there is vibration of the earth's crust? It is due to sudden and rapid displacement of tectonic plates. Sudden and rapid displacement of tectonic plates along the line of weakness fault. So it occurs mainly in volcanic eruption zones. Kwa hiyo kama sehemu imetokea volcanic eruption, sehemu kama hiyo tunai expect anytime pia inaweza katokea earthquake. The point from which the earthquake originates is known as focus, and the intensity of earthquake can be measured by using an instrument called seismograph. The point on the surface vertically above the focus is called epicenter. So what we are explaining here ni kwamba earthquake tend to originate somewhere inside the earth. Let's say this is our earth, and then we have the point of origination of earthquake, the focus, and then you have the point on the earth's surface. So here is the focus, here is the focus, and here is the epicenter. So focus is where waves zinaanza kutoka kwenda spread. Kwa hivyo ndivyo ambavyo so it occurs mainly in volcanic eruption zone. Kama ambavyo tulishasema hapo mwanzoni. Now tunaweza kaenda kwenye measurement of earthquake. How can we measure earthquake? Tumesema natumia seismograph. The intensity and magnitude measure the strength of earthquake. These are obtained by detecting seismic waves using instrument called seismography or seismometer. So seismography in a sense kiwango cha kuvibrate. Intensity is the measure of how hard the earthquake shakes the ground. It is determined through the effect produced by the earthquake. Hiyo ndio intensity. Kwamba ni kwa kiwango gani earthquake ina vibrate dunia. Unaona madhara yanayotokea determined by the effects. Intensity varies from one place to another. While the intensity of a specific earthquake varies, its magnitude does not vary. So magnitude inabaki vile vile while intensity ina vary. So it is important not to confuse magnitude with intensity. Magnitude doesn't vary. Magnitude of one earthquake doesn't vary, but the intensity of one earthquake varies because the extent of causing effects, the extent of earthquake to cause effect varies from place to place. So the scale that measures the intensity is called Mercalli scale. Mercalli scale inapima intensity. It ranges from undetected, moderate, strong to major catastrophe. Magnitude refer to the total amount of energy released and it is given on the Richter scale. So tuna Mercalli scale na Richter scale kwenye hiyo seismograph. The scale of magnitude ranges from 0 to 8.9. So you see, this is how earthquake tend to cause different effects. So kwamba ghorofa limenesa, no, it's because of the earthquake, then ndio linaanguka hivyo ghorofa linaanguka. So earthquake ni vurugu tupu, na tuone causes of earthquake. Tumeshaona napimo kwa seismograph na two types of scale. Tuone causes of earthquake. Ya kwanza ni faulting of the lithosphere caused by tectonic movement where one plate slide over the other. So tunajua kwamba word imekuwa made up of the tectonic plates. Tunakuwa tuna tectonic plate, this is our first tectonic plate, this is our second tectonic plate. Sasa katika hizi tectonic plate, let's say tectonic plate moja imeanza kuslide over the other tectonic plate moja. So hapa na boundary. Tectonic plate huyu akslide over huyu hapa, maana yake ziki interchange, kwa kuna force fulani ndio influence your movement. At the end of the day zita slide over. Slide over, basi earthquake inaweza kutokea kwenye mazingira kama haya. Lakini ya pili, volcanism can cause occurrence of earthquake. Volcanism can cause occurrence of earthquake. This is because the magma moves under the influence of intense pressure from within the earth's interior. Kwa sababu magma yanakwenda move kwa pressure fulani toka interior, that means at the end of the day inaweza kupelekea ni volcanism, inaweza kupelekea earthquake, volcanism then earthquake. Number 3, mass wasting like landslides and the rocks falls can cause occurrence of earthquake, but this is for local scale. Kwa hiyo actual earthquake ni just a vibration of the earth's crust. Doesn't matter what causes. So sometimes mass wasting kama mtu amejenga vitu vingi. Mass wasting ni kama mtu amejenga vitu vingi au limetokea mlima fulani limeporomoka. That is mass wasting. Sasa livo poromoka, unakuta kuna vibrations zinakuwa pale kiki. Hiyo inakuwa ni local earthquake. From there tuna falling objects from atmosphere such as materials may lead to shaking of the earth's crust. So falling objects manake vitu vinakuwa vinatoka kwenye atmosphere vinashuka. Sasa kikishuka ambacho ni kikubwa kinapelekea madhara na kikishuka ambacho kikubwa kinapelekea madhara. Number 5, man's influence. Kwa hiyo different human activities inaweza kupelekea earthquake. Different, kwa mfano mining, unafanya explosive like dynamite and transportation of vessels like trains and heavy trucks. Sasa nakuta kwa mfano labda kwenye process ya kutengeneza labda cement kwenye industry, waenda kupasua mwamba, wanatumia bomu au baruti, then zile pale kwa sababu zina impact ile ground na zinaiacha na vibration that can lead to earthquake. Actually that is earthquake in local region. Then we can move to types of shock. Types of shock: seismic waves generated during earthquake. Seismic waves can be categorized into 2 broad groups: body waves and surface waves. Body waves are the waves which travel through crust and are of 2 types: primary and secondary. Primary waves, which cause the crust rock to move back and forth in direction of wave movement. Back and forth in direction of wave movement. Kwa kama wave inakuwa inaenda hivi na crust inakuwa na move hivyo. Lakini secondary waves are waves which cause crust and rock to move side to side, right angle to the direction of wave movement. So kwenye primary wave unaona, kwa mfano, let's say this is our earth is crust. Let's say this is our wave, na crust ita move direction hii back and forth. Hiyo ndio primary wave. Secondary wave ikienda hivi yenyewe inakatisha. That is secondary wave. So the primary waves they parallel to the movement, back and forth in direction of movement, but the secondary waves they are perpendicular. They cause crust rock to move side to side, right angle to the direction of waves. Hivyo ndivyo ambavyo tuna discuss kuhusu primary pamoja na hizo ni body. Lakini kuna surface waves. These travel through the surface and they are of two types, lava pamoja na ray rate. So lava wave which cause surface rock to move side to side, right angle to the direction of movement. So lava ni kama tu secondary, lakini kwa ray waves, wave which cause the surface to move, to have a circular movement very similar to that of water wave movement. So ray rays zinakuwa ni circular waves. Lakini from that on tukaenda kwenye effects of earthquake. Kwa kama mnavyojua earthquake ni vurugu nyingi. So they can cause loss of life and properties. An earthquake is the natural disaster. Whenever it occurs, it causes a lot of disturbance, including loss of life and properties. My examples yako mengi. You can just read yourself. Then number 2, they can displace parts of the earth's crust vertically or laterally. Kwa hiyo unaweza kukuta sehemu palikuwa pako chini, earthquake ikafanya pale pana mlima, au sehemu palikuwa pana bonde, earthquake ikafanya pajaye udongo. Kwa hiyo unaona kuna displacement, unabadilisha position ya hizi nini earth's crust. Lakini number 3, they can raise all lower parts of the sea floor. Kwa baadhi ya maeneo sea floor inaweza kawa imeloa au maeneo ime-raise. Number 4, they can hiyo ni number 3. Number 4, they can raise all lower coastal rocks. Coastal rocks maana yake ni ile miamba ambayo inakuwa pembeni ya bahari. So inasaidia kuweza ku maintain the position of the ocean. Number 5, they can cause landslide and open up deep cracks in the surface rock. Kwa hivyo vyote vinatokea, unaweza kuona hapo earthquake ilichoharibu hapo, yani hiyo gari hapo inatembea, lakini tayari unaona kuna mashimo. Hiyo ni earthquake. So precautions ambazo au measures unaweza kuchukua ili kuweza kujikinga na earthquake. Kwanza, refrain from building high rising structures on land vulnerable to earthquake, as well as strengthening building by using. Kwa hiyo kwanza, kama ukishajua hapo maeneo ya earthquake yanatokea, usijenge majengo ambayo ni marefu. Na pili, utumie miamba migumu, yani simenti, zege ya kutosha, ili earthquake ikipita jengo kama hilo lisianguke. Technology ni kubwa kwa wenzetu wa China, wanajenga magorofa yananesa. Sasa gorofa linanesa, earthquake inatokea linanesa. Sisi bado teknolojia hiyo bado. Na mbili, geologists should detect epicenter and tell the people to evacuate the places likely to be affected by earthquake. So geologists ni watu waliosomea miamba, au wanatakiwa waiangalie epicenter iko wapi, then waambie watu kwamba kwa hii epicenter ilipo basi hatari itakuwa kubwa au hali itakuwa namna hii hapa. Namba 3, to avoid constructing very large water bodies like Kariba Dam, which can cause the earthquake due to weight of water and other materials. Kwa usijenge eneo ambalo kuna maji mengi. Namba 4, discouraging the use of explosives. Mfano unavyotumia mabomu au unavyotumia baruti ndogo ndogo, unatumia kufanya kazi ambayo ni halali. So kazi yako inakuwa halali, lakini kama kazi yako ni halali alafu unasababisha madhara mengine, hiyo inakuwa ni shida. So this marks the end of our discussion about earthquake. In the next session we will start discussing about weathering. Weathering ni kitu gani tutaenda kuona. Thank you everybody, and don't forget to share this link of the session. Thank you, and let you wish you nice studies.